Have we gone live? I think we've gone live. Yay! How everybody doing this morning? This is a holiday. I like holidays. Of course, it doesn't make any difference when you're an e-commerce seller. There's no such thing as a holiday. You have to work constantly, all the time. And then as soon as you think you get something done, someone throws a monkey wrench in all of it again. So, today's monkey wrenches. Let's run through them in order of importance. It's kind of hard to do. I've got some big ones today. All right, lately you've been hearing me talk about third-party processing. I need to explain this a little better. It's very, very freaking confusing because it's one company trying to dodge responsibility while another one that's stuck with the responsibility is trying to roll it out with their hands tied. What all that means is you're not going to like what I'm going to have to say. And it's nothing new, but it's going to affect you now. From the very beginning, any brand that you carry on any place, I'm not talking Shopify or eBay or Amazon, I'm talking any place that your business is selling a brand, new or used. Yes, you heard me correctly. New or used. Eventually, you're going to get a letter from PayPal or any processing system that you use that's going to ask for your authorization to sell that brand, new or used. Notice I keep saying new or used. Game has changed a little bit. The rules have always been there, but how it works has changed. And I'm telling you in advance, most of you, unless you're on Amazon, you probably haven't been taken down for selling brands that you're not authorized to have. Now, you do understand what I said, new and used. You are not safe on these platforms. You think, I just got a message. You think that you're safe on the platforms because you're selling used product. Well, guess what? Prada can go look at your store anytime from now until the end of time, because the agreement was when you signed up. It's on the books. Prada can look at your used Prada sales and sue you for everything you made using their name brand. And they can also attach how much traffic did you get into your store because you had Prada and not just these other brands. So they're going to get everything you've got legally. And the platform's not going to help you because you violated their policies to begin with. But they don't enforce it. See, here's the trick. This is what confuses everyone. You're not going to get a letter from eBay saying, we need your authorization letters that you can sell this brand. They will never send you that letter. They will through PayPal possibly, but even then, it's PayPal that's going to tell you, as a company, we cannot pay you if you're not authorized to carry the brand you just sold. Has nothing to do with the platform. That's how they're getting out of responsibility what's on their platform, guys. But that's not important. The important information that I'm giving you here is, I'll give you my situation. Maybe you'll understand me a little better. It's very confusing what I'm explaining to you. I'll explain it to you a little bit differently. This will be easier. And it's kind of funny. Let's say you are selling a sexual item like a dildo, okay? You can't sell a dildo using PayPal. It's a restricted product, believe it or not. It's legal, but they don't want it on there. They don't want to be processing for it. That's one example of where you would need third-party processing. PayPal will not let you sell restricted products. And they're only restricted, hey, Redneck, they're only restricted because the company doesn't want to have any drama about carrying them. They're family invested in companies. Now, this is an example of a product that you can't carry on PayPal, but you can with third party. I'm using this as an example to show you how this works. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the platform. Platform, you can sell anything you want as long as it's not illegal. Okay? So it's not the platform issue, it's your payment processing. That's how they get you. So let's say that I wanted to sell Heck, I could sell a dildo on eBay, even though eBay wouldn't like it. You can actually do it. You know how? You don't use PayPal. You use a third-party processor. Third-party processors only care that you are legally able to represent a product. They don't care if you're authorized to carry the brand. That means if you are drop shipping that dildo, I know, dildo of all topics. If you're drop shipping that dildo from China, third party only needs to know that you're authorized to resell from the manufacturer. They don't care about your licensing for if you get sued because you have a brand. They don't care. Platform does, but they only care through the payment processing. So what I'm long-winded saying is, let's say you have a Shopify store, and let's ignore I made it clear okay, one product company won't process something because they don't want to, so you have to use another company to do that, and that's legal. There's nothing bad about what I just said. You don't have to use PayPal. You don't have to use Stripe. As a matter of fact, you guys are gonna find out most of you guys are not going to be using those companies. You will to get payments in, but for you to get paid, you're gonna end up with third party. That's why eBay put third party in their platform to begin with. Open your eyes. I'm telling you what's coming down the pipe, because the first place these things hit is Shopify. Shopify provides the items to Amazon and eBay, basically, unless all the new items and all the dropship and all that, and even wholesale purchases that are US fulfilled, all that is through basically Shopify and BigCommerce, the platforms, the sellers that are multi-platform like myself. That's what ties up most of the market. Individual stores that just sell on individual platforms is an infinitesimal amount of the market. Okay, know that. So why these things roll out from Shopify and BigCommerce and Amazon first is because that's where everything comes from. Okay. Now, this is not just me shooting shit at you. I have the letters from everybody. PayPal, Shopify, third-party processing companies, my lawyer, another lawyer, and another lawyer. I always check things 3 times. Also from eBay Corporate and Amazon, even though I don't really have any connections there, I did manage to get a hold of someone pretty good. I have some connections there, old ones. Hey, come on in. I don't know. I didn't let her out. She's probably still in the house unless you let her out. Did you let her out?
Yes.
Well, then she's out here.
Whoa!
Useless. All right. It's my employee coming along. I am on the video. All right, so get in the back, Harry. He didn't have anything for you yet. That's Harry Potter there, begging for treats. Oh, just a second. I gave him that bag of whatever it was on the floor. All right, now we're waiting for Betty Boo. I think she's still in the house. She might have gone up the street. Did she go up the street? Did she go up the street? Is she coming back? She's running back. Now listen to this, guys. This is messed up. I'm going to get back on my story here in a minute about that. I've got much more to tell you about this product stuff, and it does affect your businesses, guys. Let me tell you, Betty Boop ran off the other day. She was scared by the storm, but then she decided to keep going. She made it 3.5 miles down the street. And guess where I found her? Well, actually, I didn't actually find her. It was phone calls and Facebook posts and stuff is how I actually locate her. But guess what I see when I get down there? She ran 3.5 miles to find the biggest dog on the planet. There's a huge male Great Dane down there. She couldn't be bothered with the dogs between here and the Great Dane. She had to go find the biggest dog on the planet. So she ran past all the other male dogs. There's like 20 of them. Went past all of them to the Great Dane's house. Now she wants to go back to the Great Dane's house. She was having a good time. I just had to share that with you. I thought you guys would find that amusing. So now we have to be careful. She used to never run out in the street, or she always kind of ran off, but in the farm. Now, every single time she's gone, all we have to do is look, and there she is, running up the street to get a hold of that Great Dane again. In the back. All right, let me explain. Let me make this really clear to you guys. We've got to cover this because you're going to get confused. You're going to get really upset and angry. First off, I didn't think it's legal. After a brand has sold something and you buy it used to resell it, you're selling it used. I didn't think they actually had the right to say, well, no, that's our brand, even used. But guess what, guys? I'm 100% wrong. That is just as bad as a new one. And that is freaking me out. Also, I verified that with eBay. eBay said, well, yes, it's been in our policies since you signed up in 2010. Of course, I'm not on eBay anymore. They say, yes, that is the policy. You can't carry any brand name, new or used, unless you're authorized to carry that brand. And that's one product or 100. You heard me correctly. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to bust everybody's butt immediately. What they're going to do is they're going to roll it out like they do Vero. Vero is only there to get the things that you're in violation and that you actually are going to be prosecuted for. That's to catch it just before they prosecute you for using their brand name. That's all that is. That's not the full thing. That's just when you're ready to be prosecuted, they catch you. That's not your protection. That's to prevent you from being prosecuted. You understand? So if you've had a Vero sent to you, realize that's not because that one particular thing just happened to catch you. That's because that one particular thing they were going to prosecute for. That's what Vero stands for, guys. Now, backtrack that. The platforms are all being sued because they're not being responsible for what's on their platform. But they say, we're not responsible. And they're not. The contract that you signed said you're responsible for what's on there. And the payment systems, because of the brands, are responsible to enforce the brand's will. Not your will, the brand's will. So if you're carrying a used Prada item and you sell it for $10,000, Prada may just pop over and sue your ass. What's going to happen first, though? And this is what's going to happen first, because the brands don't want to have to go after all the individuals. They're putting the pressure on the payment processors. Those are the people that are responsible to make sure that all transactions to their financial institution are legitimate. So it's no longer the platform that's going to help you not get sued for using brand names that you don't have a letter for, which you should already have. I hope you're listening. This hasn't rolled out to well, it has rolled out on the platforms. I'm telling you from the Shopify side. But I'll tell you, it's in Amazon. A couple weeks ago, how many thousands of sellers were taken down because they didn't have brand authorization? That is the exact same thing I'm talking to you about, guys. And that's every place now. Trust me, Amazon got sued. eBay already put the third-party stuff in there to protect their butt, but that's not going to protect you. This is how it works. You can go, like I've already applied for my third party. And I'm sending out thousands of letters because even though I'm going to do third party, I am going to take the time and the effort to be legal. So every single brand out of 70,000 different listings, it's over 1,000 letters I wrote yesterday alone. I had to look up emails for every single company and corporation that has any products in my store. I've already written 1,000 letters. I thought I was almost done. I looked, I got 10 more pages to go through. Another 500-600 letters. And I still won't catch them all. So it is impossible at my size to actually get verification on every brand I carry. It's just logistically impossible. But I don't care. I'm going third party, so it doesn't matter. But it does matter in business because I don't want any of these brands coming back to me later and suing my ass for everything I made. Even though you might be able to get paid by using third party, that still does not negate the problem. The problem is still there. So I'm telling you, this is what I've done. With Shopify payments, which is PayPal and Stripe and all that put together, honestly. It's all the same. Well, it's not, but the policy is the same. I checked. Okay. With all that drama, you can still buy whatever you want from my store. That's not a problem. And Shopify will take the money. And PayPal and all that. That's not a problem. It's the last part that matters to the seller. Yeah, you can use PayPal and Stripe and all that. You can sell the items. But until you have your brand letter submitted, there's no payout to you. That means the money just sits there and you don't get it. Not until you provide the letter that says that you can sell that brand for those products. Any products in your store. They can hold your whole store over one brand. That's how they're going to get you guys. Everyone's going to go out and get all these thousands of letters. And then if they want to bring you down, they're going to look for the one you missed. And then they'll take your whole store down. I'm telling you, this is coming. Now, I don't have any trouble. I have a very good relationship. As a matter of fact, the reason I got the heads up early is I got a personal letter from Shopify. Oh, you got some scamming bastard in Morocco stealing from us. That's not the words they use, but that's translation. And I was like, yes, this is the second one. And they said, yes, we're aware of that. While we've got you on the phone, we might as well start on your brand drama. This is coming out to everybody. They told me they're sending out over 1,000 letters this week alone, every week. Just more and more and more and more. And it's not Shopify, it's the payment center. Realize that. It's not your platform doing this. It is the financial institutions that are under obligation to the brands. That's how the platforms are going to get out of their big lawsuit. And that's also is your responsibility and has been. Boy, we're choppy. It is your responsibility and has been from the beginning. So I'm telling you, if you're a used seller, you're not safe. It's just as the same. They don't care new or used. I can send you the copies of all the official letters. I have them. I've been sending them around to a few of the groups that I'm in, giving everyone a heads up. Now, I'm not telling you it's doom and gloom in the end of the world. You can always go third party. But what I'm telling you is, even if you do go third party, be warned. At any time, a brand can sue you. At any time. And you will have absolutely zero backing whatsoever, third party or whatever. Boy, we're choppy. Signal's really bad, guys. I'm not sure this video is even going through. Look how bad. No bars.
This the reason, the weather.
It's the weather. Well, hopefully you guys can still see me and hear me. All right, so what do? Well, it's really easy. Most of you guys are a niche store. Oh my God, look. You guys will go crazy. Huge yard sale. And I know this family, they have good shit.
The furniture.
Yeah, look at that truck. Yeah, but we don't need it.
Classic.
Habit. Boy, I can see, look how choppy the video is. Yeah, it's real choppy. Okay, so here we go. This is what you need to do.
Anti-furniture.
This is what you need to do. Don't worry about your payment processing thing. They'll send you a letter eventually. But before that happens to you, what you need to do, go through your store. Start with the primary prosecutable brands like Disney, Prada, Gucci, all the big brands. All you got to do is look up their corporate office. Tell them, I have an example of the letter you need to write. I got it from the companies telling me what they need. All you've got to do is write this brief little letter that says, by the way, my business is on eBay. I have a website. They like it when you have a website, but even without it, you can say, I sell on eBay. Yeah, the dog over there. I sell on eBay, and I resell whatever I find at thrift stores. I have run across several Prada items. I would like to carry those in my store and make sure that that's all okay. Just a nice little letter saying, hey, I found some Prada. I know that that's a very special brand, build up their ego. It's very special and it's important to protect brands. Give them a nice line of crap. And then, give them a nice line of crap. It's important to protect the brands and stuff. And then say, I'm a well-known seller. I have an excellent reputation, very good ratings. I would like to carry the used items that I find from your company in the thrift stores in my eBay store. First off, they're going to be so thrilled that you actually wrote them before they had to have PayPal or somebody else take care of it. Chances are, if you write them, they're going to be so happy that you actually did what nobody does and all of us are supposed to do. They're going to approve you right off. On the other hand, if you're waiting until after your payments are on hold and you write the company and say, oh, well, I've been carrying your product and I want to continue, they're going to look and say, oh, they were already on hold. We don't want to be bothered. And they'll say no. So do this now. It's not that much work, guys. How many different brands do you have? What, 400 or 500? I have tens of thousands, okay? And I'm doing it because I know you have to, okay? And we should have been doing this from day one, guys. That's the kicker in the pants. The policy's been there from day one. Just nobody bothered to enforce it. No one even mentions it because it's so unimportant to us as sellers. But it's not unimportant now because there's $1 billion lawsuit because us sellers didn't get our brand authorizations. You see what I'm telling you? So these platforms, oh, well, no, we have nothing to do with this. The seller is responsible to get the brand authorization. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video because we are going to fall off signal any second. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to start another video. I will repeat this clearly when we're on the highway. So I'm going to start another video in just a minute. We're going to go in and talk to my mom for a second. I don't want to rush her today. She's about ready to go sewing today. So we're going to go say hi. Oh, you got the cork earphones. Are they any good? Crap. Yeah, we got them cheap.
Three.
Okay, well, I'm glad we never sold those. Some earphones that we had bought really cheap. Oh, the flat. Oh, it's a crappy flat cord. That's why the wire's too crappy.
Yeah, the treasure the story is bad.
Yeah, and we only have like 10 of those, right? You know, we'll just throw them away. Throw them away. My employee's using headphones that we got. It's like 10 cents a set because they were in clearance. These are really nice.
Yeah.
These are the good ones, right?
This is what the kind of car is nice, but it's not good.
This is what those other ones come in, this nice little package and their little bud earrings, bud headphones, but they're shit. This looks like total garbage. Nothing fancy, no bells and whistles. Best sound I ever heard. Even has a mic in line. Cheap pair. What, 20 bucks we paid?
Yeah.
20 bucks we paid for these?
You're not hearing anything?
No brand name, generic, $20, equivalent to a $300 pair.
Do not hear anything.
20 bucks. See, again, I'm going to mention, that's unbranded. You can sell that all you want. You don't have to worry about shit. That exact same item has a Norelco or DC Norelco, I think, makes that exact same item. It's the exact same product, but they put their brand on it and they're like 120 bucks, I think, wholesale. Exact same product. So I'm telling you, if you have a product and it's unbranded, you don't have anything to worry about. But if it has a brand name on it at all, you need to write them. Even if you've already got the listing live, at least write them and say, by the way, I recently became aware that we need to have authorization even used to carry brand names. I quite often thrift. You don't even have to give an example of what you're selling. You can say, I quite often thrift. I run across your brand periodically. I would like to be able to carry it in my store. Just that you're informing them of something that they already know that we're all supposed to do, you'll get approved. All right, guys, I hate to do this to you. I know you guys are jumping in here. I'm going to have to log off because we are about ready to lose signal. It keeps jumping like crazy. I'm going to log off. I'll be offline for about 5-10 minutes. I will log back on a new video when we get on the highway, and that way we can talk without it being choppy or getting cut off. Sorry to cash out when you guys are popping in, but I will be back on. So please, kind of look for me. I have a lot to tell you about this third-party payment, about the brands. I'm going to give you some tricks. I'll have to tell them that's too deep of a topic. When I get back, I will finish off with this, and I'll start over real quickly, and I'll finish off. But I got to go in and see my mom. She's ready to go. She's going to do some sewing today. All right, I'm going to log off, and I will see you guys in just a minute. Sorry about that.